Hello, this is the Edenland News Channel episode 4, Only Women Bleed, take 3. So I don't know about you or how your week's been going, but I got my period and, you know, you'd think at the age of 42 that I would kind of know when they're going to come. No. You just don't know. I just, like, oh, right, it's got my period. That's why I wanted to stab everyone yesterday. Got my period. Of course, there's no tampons in the house because I'm not that organised. So I have to go to the supermarket to buy tampons. And, you know, these days there's a lot of competition in the tampon industry. Did you know that? I'm an elderly kind of period person now. I'm 42 years old. I've had my period for 26 years, which means I've had my period, I've bled 1,352 times, which, if you add up the amount of tampons I've used, roughly, I've used 27,042 tampons in my lifetime so far. And the thing about getting your period and buying a box of tampons is, you open it, there's instructions on how to insert the tampon. It's like, you know what? I don't need instructions. My thumbs are getting arthritis. I don't need instructions on how to insert a tampon. Okay? Like, I have got this new idea. What we need, my kids' favourite toys, right? Kinder Surprises. So I reckon when we get our period, we should just get like a Kinder Surprise, especially marked Kinder Surprise. Okay? And you open it. Crack it open. Ah, a tampon. And then there's a little note and it says, oh, you got your period. I'm sorry. Here's some chocolate with a toy and an inbuilt crown. And there's chocolate, which you need when you've got your period. And for that, it's like a Stegosaurus. It's a crown. You can draw with it. Thank you. I've got my period. I don't feel very good. Thank you so much. And then you're going to have another little note saying, like, instead of, like, there should be periods, there should be tampon boxes for over 30s or something. Tips on how to handle when your family breathes too loudly when you have premenstrual tension. That'll be good instead of instructions. I don't need instructions. And so recently I was last minute going to the shops looking for tampons, and I found all this stuff, you know, and that's all brightly coloured. Why do tampons have to be brightly coloured? Because all I see is chemicals. You know, we can just leave them white. We just have white boxes. We don't need colours. We don't need all this stuff. We don't need pretty little bags. Look at that. It's pretty cool. It's a cool little bag with a little string on it. It's not string for tampons because this is a bag for pads. And, you know, they're pretty cool pads. Let's open. Colours. See the colours of the pads. Like, why so colourful? Why so colourful? You can buy tampons that colour. It's like, seriously. And then there's a starter kit for girls. It's like, girls these days, back in my day, we had like 2 choices. These days you get a little starter kit. I don't even know what's in here. I bought it for the purposes of this. Look. Oh, it's tampons and pads and oil-free acne wash. That's pretty cool. Actually, that is pretty cool. And what are these? Fresh liners for every other day to lock away wetness and odour. Okay. So, the other thing I found is Tampax. When I was in America, American ladies, no offense, but these are the only ones that I could find. And Tampax comes with an applicator that, like, you insert that and then you push that up and then the tampon goes in and then you take the cardboard thing out. Like, you don't need this cardboard thing. It's unnecessary. And so I would pull that out and just put it in myself and just be like, America, you need some variety on your tampon situation. Anyway, so back in the good old days when I got my period, I was hanging to get my period. I got it late. I was 16 years old. I lied when I was 14 and told everyone that I got my period. And so I was giving tips out on how to insert tampons, and I didn't even have my period yet because I was a liar. But back in my day, you used to get bright green, stay-free pads. And they were like this thick, and we used to call them surfboards, and they were thick as, not very absorbent for clots and things like that. Like sometimes as I get older even, I look down and realise I've got my period and I think, well, where's the chainsaw? Because there's been some kind of Texas massacre in my underpants that no one told me about, and I didn't hear anything. How did this happen? It's disgusting. Some periods are different than other periods. Maybe we used to call it period. You got your period, you're in your rags. And boys at school used to tease you. This one boy, look, check these out. Yeah, welcome. Welcome to us, guys. This is, okay, that's massive. Oh, I have never actually, what the, I'm sorry, super. Yeah, okay. Well, the pads that I use, this is like you could use this for a newborn. I should send this to Baby Mac. So that's, you could just use that for the week. No, actually, tampons go into landfill. We should start using some kind of reusable thing, like when I went to Uganda, young girls were being taught how to make their own reusable pads. They throw away the cotton and refill the cotton, but they were onto something, you know. But I remember being at school once and I had a pad on and it was like that thick, and you're walking around and you just feel like everyone at school can see that you've got a pad on because you're wearing a surfboard. And John Browning didn't just slap me on the ass. He slapped me on the ass and put his fingers through and felt my pad as we were walking into English class. And I turned around and looked John Browning in the eye, and he looked at me in the eye. And he knew, we both knew in that moment, that he could have told the whole class that I was on my period and had a pad in, but he didn't. Thank you, John Browning, because that was really embarrassing, but you shouldn't have been touching me. But, you know, boys just touch girls. We just get touched and looked at, and don't even get me started. Anyway, so last thing I've got to say about this whole situation is the fact that there's Femme Fresh. Okay, now, I have actually never ever used Femme Fresh in my life, and I was fascinated. So I bought this Femme Fresh and I thought, wow. So it's feminine deodorant spray, talc-free, and it, what does it do? It gives long-lasting freshness in the intimate area so you can feel fresh and confident all day. So this isn't just for when you got your period, this is just for like normal. Like there's a product on the market to make your vagina smell better. So I went over to the men's section in the supermarket to find sweaty Ballsack spray, but I couldn't find any. So there wasn't any. So it's like, sorry guys, you don't get to spend $10 on a product to make your humanness, you know, not smell so human-y. You just have to walk around with sweaty balls. I don't even know what this smells like. It smells like my grandmother's handkerchief drawer. Yeah, so I asked my assistants to go out, because surely there must be some kind of sweaty Ballsack spray on the market. So, did you find any? No, there's none. There's nothing. There's nothing for guys. So guys just have to walk around. Because guys have folds of skin under there too. It's not just us that smell. Oh wow, that really doesn't smell very nice. Okay, sorry guys. Wow, okay, well, you could use Windex. Windex is good. Or maybe WD-40. Or like, you know, Glen 20. There's nothing on the market for you guys to make yourself smell better and buy all this stuff that costs an absolute fortune over 26 years. You know, I'm done with my period now. It's like I look at a newborn and think, oh yeah, beautiful, beautiful newborn, but it's like when they cry, I want to run away. I'm post-traumatic stress disorder from my second child. So, I'm done with the baby rearing, but I still get my period and it's annoying. And it goes for 5 days. Why can't the blood just come out all in one go? No. And then I found this in the same section, which I thought, fine, the time has come for us to talk of many things. One being Nair Sensitive Precision Hair Removal Cream. Because Don't even get me started. I'm growing older as a woman. So, we don't need instructions on tampons. Oh, and my last gripe is actually opening the tampon, because every tampon opens differently and I always forget what brand to buy, and it's like, do I twist that? Do I pull that? Do I do that? And it hurts my thumbs because, as I said, I'm getting arthritis in my thumbs. It's probably to do with texting or something as well. And I mean, that was hard to get off. You know what? You get that, and then what do you do with that at the end? You pull it out and you have to wrap it in toilet paper and put it in the bin. In my day, the instructions said flush it, but you don't flush it anymore. Otherwise, you need a plumber to get an electric eel to get all the tampons out. I took a year 11 excursion to a sewage waste facility, and all that was on the conveyor belt was tampons and peas. Perfectly formed peas. And the guy turned to us, and I was at a girls' school, and he goes, ladies, eat your peas. Chew your peas properly. And we were all just like, this is disgusting. But you shouldn't flush your tampons. You need to put them in the bin. And what they should do is little pouch for, like, you know, on the market there's like bags you can buy to get rid of your dog shit. But there's no little bags for, like, you know, reuse, like to dispose of your tampon. Because you're there, you know, you got to wash your hands. It's just, you got to change it. It's annoying. Anyway, so that's my story. These are massive. Wow. See, I needed these back in the day when I was drinking, and I'd fall asleep in a stupor and wake up, and I would have wet the bed like 10 times. So I probably if I had one of these babies on, I would have been okay. Anyway, thank you for tuning into the Edenland News Channel. Next up, we have my son is doing the feel-good story this week, and he's performing the alphabet backwards, and had to bribe him with a play date for him to do it. Okay. Here's to blood.
Everybody, my name is Rocco. I'm just going to sing the alphabet backwards. So I said W-V-U-T-S-I-K-P, and I'm going to say H-F-E-D-C-B-A. Woo!